Welcome back to Let Us Learn to Lead video series on free open source software prepared by M. Srinivasan, Training Associate Mathematics, Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan, Zonal Institute of Education and Training, Mumbai. Self-learning contents in video form on GeoGebra dynamic mathematics software is presented at this video series. To view the contents, you may join Google Classroom by using the class code 73AUMBO. In this video, you will learn designing worksheet to explore circle. Part 1. Circumference, radius, diameter, major and minor arcs of a circle. For preparing this video lecture, I used Windows 10 operating system, GeoGebra 5.0, a free open source software, free open source screen recorder software. Let us start. Let me show you what type of worksheet we will be preparing for the children. We will first tell them exploring circle, circumference, radius and arc. We will tell the definition of a circle and we will take one segment and we will try to animate it. For example, trace on and then we will try to animate it. And then we tell that how it is a collection of points where the points are equidistant from the center. I will come back and then stop it. Stop this animation on and trace on also. I will stop it. Okay, well, I will come back to geometry now. Then I will try to tell them the definition of a circle, and then by taking one slider I will draw one circle with the required radius. And I will tell them that the boundary of the circle is known as circumference, the definition. Once again I can have the animation. I can have it as a trace on. I can go for animation on. Okay, the animation is going on now. They can understand that what do you mean by the circumference. I can go to the graphing and I can go for this trace on. I can stop and I can go for this animation also. I can stop. Well, I will come back to this geometry view and then I can show it to the children that what do you mean by the radius, definition of a radius. Again, once again I can have the animation on and then I can tell them that how the radius is always having the equal distance from the center. Okay, well, I can stop it once again. Now these are all the animations where you can show it to the children and they will understand better. Okay, I will come back to this geometry view. Well, now I will explain what do you mean by diameter. I will draw a diameter and I will show them the diameter, connection between radius and diameter, then the major arc and the minor arc. I will explain them and why it is the arc is major, why it is minor by comparing their lengths. They can understand. Let us try to design this worksheet from scratch. For that, I have taken a GeoGebra Classic 5 worksheet. Geometry view has been selected and in the option you can go for rounding off to 2 decimal place or 1 decimal place, and in labeling you have new points only. Now as usual we will try to have a heading for this: exploring circle, circumference, diameter and arc, because being a part 1 we will be exploring only this. I will just put the heading for that. Okay, I am just putting the heading. Okay, now you can first explain to the children that what do you mean by that circle, and that also you can show them with the animation. I will explain you how to you can show it with the animation. You see, it is going over there. Okay, now go for this segment with the given length and then put it over here, and then the length it will ask, have 3 or 4, whatever you want. Okay, now already we have told that the center is O, therefore we will take this as the center. Therefore we will right click it and then rename it as capital O. Okay, capital O. Okay. Now what you can do is you can right click it, you can go for this animation. Now it is actually running now. Now you see you can, if you to stop it, Control Z, it will get stopped. Now you can go for this traces on also, and if you go for this animation on, now it will trace it now. Therefore now the circle, a child can understand that it is a collection of points where all the points are equidistant from a given fixed point, which is called the center. Okay, I am just stopping it. Now I am going to draw a circle, and then for that so many ways of drawing it. You can draw a general circle also with the center through a point. but I want to draw a circle where the radii are integers. It is left to you. Go to the slider. In the slider I will take integer. I will go from 1 to 10 and then increment 1. I will click it as OK. Again I will go for this circle with the center and radius. I will just put it over here. It will ask me the radius. I will call it as small n, because now if I move this I will get different circles now. Radius 1, radius 2, radius 5, radius 7, radius 10 and so on. Okay, now you can start experiencing or exploring so many things. Let us go for first explore what do you mean by the circumference. You can ask the children that what they mean by the circumference, and you can define it also in the text box. You can define it. It is the circumference. I have the boundary of the circle is known as the circumference. For that, let me take a point on the object. I will take a point over here. This I can convert it into a center, because we know that the child should know that this is the center always, CENT. Or I can rename it as the center. Now the child will know that this is the center. Now this is the center. Okay, well, now the boundary of the circle is known as the circumference. Once again, the same idea. Right click it, go to the traces on, and then right click it and then go to the animation on. Now they can understand that what do you mean by that circumference. It is the boundary, therefore it is a boundary. I think the C is actually moving on the boundary. Now you can change the color of it also. Control Z will stop it, or you can go to this graphing and then you can stop it also. Now we will go to the definition of radius. We'll just type it and then ask the children to come out with the explanation of radius. Okay, now what you can do, you can cut it into 2 parts so that a child can understand better. Okay, is denoted by R. For that you can go to this segment and then you can go for it and then you can have it. Okay, now you can right click it, you can rename it as the radius, because if you want the child should know it is the radius, you can have it as the radius. Okay, once again this animation on, traces on, you can have this animation on, and you can tell the children that radius is always equal for a particular circle. Now you can stop it, and by removing it, you see moving this n is equal to 10, the radius is going on changing also. Okay, now we can go on exploring. Now we can tell them that what do you mean by the diameter. Again you can explain what do you mean by the diameter. The child can visualize the diameter over here. Now I can cut it into 2 parts so that it will come and fit over here. Okay, now what you can do is go for this point on the object. Take a point somewhere here, the point A. Okay, the point A is got. Now go to this ray and then try to connect this A and the center. You know that it passes, diameter passes through the center. I'm making use of this idea only. Take the intersection, intersect these 2. Okay, now you got the DE now. Okay, now DE is the new diameter, now diameter for this particular circle. Now you can go to this segment and you can draw this D and E. Now the remaining things which are not required for you, you can show the object, you can remove it, and this also you can show the object, you can have it. Okay, now DE is the diameter. Now you can right click it and then check out what is its segment. It is segment H. But now you can declare it to the children that what do you mean by the radius. Radius is equal to, from the object you can take this radius. Okay, now it is going on changing. When I move it, it goes 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can have the increment as 0.5 also. It will have 1, 1.5 like that also. It is left to you. Now you can tell what is the connection between diameter and radius. Diameter is equal to 2 times the radius, which is equal to, I think for this on the object it is small h, but I'm taking it as small h. Okay, it is 8. The child can understand now. Now you can escape and then you can move it and then check whether the radius is 9, 7, 14, 5, 10, 3, 6, 1 and 2. Okay, well, now let us try to go for explaining them the major arc and the minor arc. First let us explain what do you mean by the arc. Arc is the part of the circumference. We already explained to them what do you mean by that circumference. Well, let us go to the arc. This GeoGebra is giving you directly getting that arc. How to get that arc? Very simple. go for this point on the object, take 2 points now, for example F and G. Don't try to have a point and then put it, it may go outside or inside the circle. Okay, let us go for the arcs now. Go to this circle, go to this circular arc. What it tells you to select the center and 2 points. Therefore select the center and select F and G. It will give you the arc FG. Already it has been obtained there. It is actually black in color. So let us try to have a different color for it. Right click it, circular arc is selected, go to the object properties, go for it, thickness is very huge, and then have the color as maybe green, whatever you want. Okay, now one arc you have got. Now how to get the other arc? The same way, go to this circular arc, select the circular arc. Now instead of touching F and G, you touch the center, you touch GF, because we want GF. Oh, you got it now. Therefore escape, then right click it, you see GF is got. Go to the object property, then go to the style, thickness, make it very big, and then color, you can have red color now. Okay, whatever the color you want. Okay, now the child should know that which is the major arc, which is the minor arc. For that you can right click it, go to the object property, I think circle is selected. Okay, right click it. Okay, circular arc is selected. Go to the object property, in the basic, go for its value. Okay, I think you got the value of it, 9.08. Similarly go for it, right click it, go to the object property, in the show label, and then show the value. Now the child can understand that why this is the major arc, that is the minor arc. Now in the text also you can tell them that arc FG is the minor arc. Okay, one statement I have made. You can write the value also. The second one, arc GF is the major arc. Okay, now when you move it, you see arc length also is going on changing. Now in this particular worksheet, the child can understand the definition of a circle. They can understand what they mean by the circumference. They can find what do you mean by radius and what is the connection between radius and diameter, and they can understand what is actually a part of the circumference, which is nothing but major arc and the minor arc. And this is actually a kind of interactive way the child can learn. Then how a circle, the parts of a circle, they can learn better. Thank you. Let us learn to lead.